This is a very heated issue here in Portland. What to do with Mount Tabor's reservoirs? This all comes after the EPA ruled that Portland must cover the reservoirs or treat the water. Now the Neighborhood Association and the Portland Water Bureau have come up with a resolution to keep the water. Coyne wants to know, what does that mean for our area? Chris Holmstrom joins us live with more on this story. Chris?
Yeah, Jeff and Jennifer, there's no denying that these reservoirs are what make the Mount Tabor Park so beautiful. They've been around since the early 1900s. They're even part of the National Historic Registry. But the question remains, just how much is the city willing to spend to keep this water here?
So these are reservoirs 1, 5, and 6.
John Larson is with the Mount Tabor Neighborhood Association. He's been working with the Portland Water Bureau to keep the water in the reservoirs.
They'll become trash receptacles and graffiti magnets if they're left empty. So they'll actually require more cleaning if they would be left empty as eyesores.
It's been a contentious issue for several years.
We're adjourned and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Now there's a resolution that could be a compromise for both sides.
$4 million of it is what we're asking for now, and then we're asking them to consider $1.5 million to restore the historic lighting.
I found out that money would be dispersed over 4 years and would go toward maintenance, repairs, and preservation. But the big question, who will pay to keep the water in the reservoir just for the look?
We know that lawyers are saying that ratepayer money can't be spent for aesthetic purposes, but maintaining assets is a different issue altogether. That will be something for the city council and their attorneys to work out where the money comes from.
The other option would be using money from the city's general fund, an option some taxpayers are against.
Because if you're not involved in this community, in this area, if you never walked here, I totally understand. You're like, $4 million, what? But if you've enjoyed what this reservoir has done so far for this community in this area, I say, man, battle it out. Let's see what happens, you know?
It all comes down to city council and whether or not they'll spend millions of dollars to preserve what some people call an East Side jewel. And back out here live, the Water Bureau and the Neighborhood Association will present this resolution to City Council tomorrow. We will be there and let you know what happens. Reporting live from Mount Tabor, I'm Chris Holmstrom for KOIN 6 News.
Okay, Chris. Thank you. We'll continue to let folks know what happens with all this.
The story isn't over yet.